So I'm recycling these containers into things to put my hoses, my soaker hoses through, so that I don't lose any water from my peat bale garden. And you know, I really recommend that everybody live with the things that they plan on recycling until they find a use for them before they take them to the recyclers, because people just don't realize. They take things to the recyclers and they think, oh well, I recycle so everything's good. Well, it takes energy to recycle things, and this has been why have we resorted to putting detergent in these containers that have a ridiculous amount of plastic. It's just find a use for things before you take it to the recycler, so then you actually know how much of a contribution you're making to destroying the environment. It's if you live with your recycling until you find a use for it, you'll figure out that you shouldn't be buying products. I've hung on to these for years. I made some bird feeders out of them. I'm using the blue ones for the hoses because I don't necessarily want to attract insects into these. I'll have to empty them out every now and then, make sure there's no standing water to encourage mosquito breeding. I don't want to do that. But I am using the containers that I saved here for, I'll be using them for insect sticky traps, so I'll be making my own of those later. But I'm glad I finally found a use for these. I mean, how many bird feeders do you need, right? So I've been hanging on to these things thinking, well, what can I do? And I had tried to use as much of the detergent as I could out of the containers. I rinsed them out, and I found, even just by doing this project, cutting them apart, I have enough detergent here from these containers to do 3 loads of laundry and wash my 2 coolers out. So yeah, just if you have any ideas of how to use your recycling for things, do so. If not, hang on to it and feel guilt about it until you figure out what to do. Okay,